By dear name of that God whom only know himself, as the one whom only belong to his own time true prophet. And all he do is only to serve his time true prophet and to get him to success. My name is Sayyid Muhammad Ali Meraji, and I am God time true prophet. This video is my MP3 notes about sexual culture, and it starts with introduction to note 21 and end with note 24. All the notes in this video are very important, and I want you to listen to them if you follow my words in this case. But I had to be very rude when I have talked about note 21 and 22, and in there I had to talk about human body sexual parts and human body sexual activity in very rude way. And what happened if things go as they are going today? You know, it is why, in fact, that I had to be so rude that you get what I mean, what it can end to. However, there are some websites that these things that I talk about here, it is normal and usual in them. But whatever is normal and usual today, to get some people some advantage or give them some possibilities, tomorrow become a necessity for everyone to do the same, to not be behind the others. It is why that I have marked these two notes with, it is over 18 years old. So if you are under 18 years old, it is better that you do not listen to these words. And if you are sitting with your family or some other friends or some other sex, it is better that you jump over these notes. And the best is that you only listen to these words when you are alone. And think about what I say, what I am to say in these notes. Note, but they are very important, and their introduction is free of any sexual word, and they are very important. And I gave this time, I wrote the introductions, and instead of in this way that you see, I did it for you myself. I gave it to Natural Reader from Natural Soft, which is a text reader program. But she is very good, and she read quite well, and you can understand her much better than me. The text of these notes, I will put it in my website too. Note 23 and 24 mainly talk about why I am the way that I am. And in there I talk as well about what sort of follower I want to follow me. I want people with brain that can think and that and can clear what the situation I am living in, and does not look for just a simple example of I should not get followed, or what you call it, be like those monkeys who want you to do something that they do the same, or like those what you call it, birds, some who say whatever you learn them. If I wanted those monkeys or those birds that they say the same thing or do the same thing, well, I would have done the same thing and said the same thing that I wanted those birds or those monkeys to say that the same. It is not what I am looking for in these videos. These videos are for those that want my words, want to listen to me, what I say, and think about it. If it's right, if it's good, if what I say is, makes sense to you, you accept it. If what I say is wrong and you are against it, you must protest against it. And well, it is from introduction to note 21 to note 24. And I hope I can gather myself to make a next video a sooner time. And I said about introductions and header, and in this movie video I tried to make my scene a little better, and I have used some video news from Yahoo that I had gathered about natural catastrophes and disaster and so on. And these I have put over the video after that, and there is no relation between what I say and these movies. They are just catastrophes and so on that has caused because of my situation mainly. You know, if God through prophet had a good time and he has success and everything is right with him, well, God prospered the world. While if God through prophet is under suffer and what you call it, and his enemies get the world day by day harder and smaller for him, and put more pressure on him. So of course God have to react by catastrophe and disaster and so on. And as I said before, I think my sexual need create strong, big storm systems like hurricane, cyclone, and typhoons. If someone take the girl that I want, it create earthquake or tsunami. And if I fall in love with a girl and become so hot about her, and or in general I become active in case of love, it become volcano. And I think it is enough for now. I hope you enjoy to listen to my videos. Thank you for listening to me.
Note 21. Shops used to have a shop full of products to offer, but they have a small window to show what they have. Therefore, to get your attention by their small window or commercial, shops try to put those products in front of your eyes that you need. And among those products that can attract you, they put spotlight on that product that they have best of it, with best price. Because in this way, you get attracted, and you may visit their shop. Then they can show you that they have other things that you need too. Cases, that all of us are shopkeepers when we are to attract others to ourselves. We all know what in us can attract the one that we want to attract, and we try to show him that we have what he is looking for. Case of attracting sexual partner is no different. We used to show that part of us, or that part of our body, which is most attractive, when we are to attract the one we love. For example, those women whom has long beautiful legs, they try to dress in a way that you see what a hot beautiful leg she has. Or if he has big arms, he dress in a way that you see he has big strong arms, and etc. Now question is, what if the beautiful part of us be only our sexual parts, and not rest of us? What should we do? Should we show that we have beautiful breasts, or other sexual parts? Or not? In case of not, there are always those whom has no other choice than do that not. And what they do end to be a necessity that everyone do that too, by time. Once there was no bed scene in any movie. Then there was some movies whom had to have a bed scene. Then it ended that every movie had at least a bed scene. Or in other words all, not, of, unreligious sexual cultures are only matter of time, to become a necessity for everyone in society.
The following words that I am to say is a continue of a speech about sexual culture. And here I am to say some words that it is not good to hear for people under, 18 or 16 according to your country's rule. I said when you choose free sexual culture free and allow that new sexual cultures every day come to the societies. In recent days, I saw many porn movies. Many beautiful teen or hot, sexy porn movies. Beautiful, hot, sexy, I don't know. And they were very good, And, I put attention in that it is where, girls who have a very beautiful face, girls whom have very beautiful shape. You cannot see her naked, but from her outside, when she is dressed, still you can see she's well figured and she's in top, very pretty. She has a very pretty body. But in these movies, I saw, in case of women or girls, they have different type of beauty, breast beauty. Some breasts are very beauty, some breasts are not so beauty. And even their vagina. Some of the vaginas are very, very beautiful, and some are, normal. And so is the case about the men. Men's body and, men's sexual organ. Men's are different too. So it will in this direction that sexual cultureless we are going forward. We are using now internet as a contact agency, and it is used around the world. But in sexual culture-free countries, Some women find out, for example, that they are alone mother, you know, and they write in their announcement that they are alone mother, or they are 35, and they are not anymore 19, you know. But they have still very beautiful breast or very beautiful vagina, you know. If the one that she want to get attract, if he see her vagina or her breast, doubtless he will fall for her, and she will have much more chance. And so men, you know, men has a different type of sexual organ. You know, men can as well, you know, they say if women see my sexual part when it's raised, even beautiful girls want me, you know. But when he live in another city and I live here, and she should only choose me after my look, you know, face look. You know, yes, I don't have very good face, but my sexual part is, you know, is the thing that very attractive to women. Or women say, yeah, okay, I am 35, I am 40, but my breast is this, my vagina is this, and it is something that you cannot even find in, you know, 16, 17 years old girls. Not every of them, you know, or, and, you know, such things will sooner or later get included to some of contact agencies. It is possible, you know, it is something that I can see in a soon future, you know, in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Will become normal that these things, picture of sexual parts or other parts of body, except face, that it is beauty and can attract, get joined to the contact agencies' pictures. It was all. Well, what I am to say, you know, that when you go this direction, when you go sexual culture free direction, such thing happen, you know. It is nothing that you can stop. If you stop such thing, you will be unfair to some, you know. It is things get turned around, in other words, you know. When you know, when you are in, it is like when you are in a strong sexual culture society. You are study, for example, I don't know, chemistry, or when you are in sexual, you know, free society, in changeable sexual culture society, you are study what you call it, physics or something like that, that has nothing with chemistry to do, you know. It is the new word, you know.
Introduction to Note 21 and 22. Heather from Natural Soft read this introduction. Never say never. I have ended Note 21 by say, in our unreligious new cultures, all we know as things that we must not do, in fact sooner or later change to things that we have to do, to keep us at least in the same level as our concurrent in society. Here I am to explain why and what I am saying, by using a shop as an example. To keep customers, either our shop have to offer all the products that its concurrent offer to to at least keep itself in the same level as concurrent, or our shop have to offer a unique product that its concurrent cannot offer, and that product be as attractive as it can get customers to come to us to buy that. Because if our shop can offer something that its concurrent cannot offer, well, customers will keep coming to our shop to buy our unique products. Therefore we do not need to keep us in the same level as our concurrent, by keep offering all that they can offer too. It is while, if our shop is not source of any unique product, and customers can buy all that we sell, at any other concurrent too, so our shop have to at least keep itself in the same level as concurrent shops, by offering whatever new product, its concurrent shops offer too. Otherwise, sooner or later, customers find out that our shop does not offer latest products, and little by little, we lose our customers because of not being up to date. In other words, fact is that we always have to offer at least what others offer, especially if by what they offer, they may get able to attract our customers to themselves and away from us. Worst case about shops is that sometimes it is only enough that only once your customer shop at another shop to get you to lose him as your customer forever. Now back to ourselves. Yes, it is true that some of us are well talented and known in our societies, and are taken like famous and popular celebrities by our people. But normally most of us are not, beside any special and very attractive talent, which make us specially different and attractive in society than others. You can say most of us are less or more beside the same level of talent, and what our customer can find in us, he or she can find it in most of our concurrent too. Therefore the minimum thing that we can do to keep or make ourselves more attractive is that at least we keep ourselves updated and upgraded, as much as we at least can offer all that our concurrent can offer too. Even those of us whom think that they does not need updating and upgraded to the most new, sooner or later find out that if they do not start to offer all that their concurrent is able to offer, they lose their customers and share of market to their concurrent. Therefore you can take all of us, or most of us, as those shops whom has no unique product or talent, and have to at least offer all that our concurrent shops can offer too. In other words, in market of our society and culture, sometimes with or against our will, we must keep to be able to offer all that our concurrent is able to offer too, to keep being able to keep our customers as we used to. Otherwise we may lose our customers and our share of market to our concurrent because he or she is more up to date. If you look at life as a war of surviving in society, you can look at sexual culture of society as that war's conventional rule set. Old religious cultures had only one conventional weapon which all had to use, and all other weapons were forbidden to everyone. All people had to learn how to use that conventional weapon, and how to defend against it. It is while new changeable sexual cultures are totally something else. In new changeable sexual cultures, it is the weapon which decide what should be the culture, not other way. Hippies and their flower power were that weapon that has made their own culture. Rock and roll was that weapon which has made its own culture, and so metal, rap, techno or others. Case is that every writer, every singer, every movie, every actor or every producer can make a cultural weapon, its culture and its sexual culture with its own unique rule set, as easy as even sometimes just by making a fiction. Better said, neither society nor its culture obligate anyone to use only society's conventional cultural weapon. Because society has no longer any conventional cultural weapon, and by that use of all sort of cultural weapons are allowed. Everyone is free to use whatever sort of cultural weapons that can get him the most success. Many use already found and existing cultural weapons, while others try to invent their own new cultural weapons. Some of these new cultural weapons are dangerous, and you should learn to defend against them, while some other may are useful, and you better learn how to use them before your concurrents start to use them. Case is that in cultural wars with no conventional rule to limit use of weapons, it is neither sexual culture nor you whom decide what should be the weapon. The one whom decide is either time or culture of time or your concurrent or others. Therefore if your concurrent take cultural sword in hand, you should take cultural sword in hand too. Then if he put sword aside and take cultural firearm in hand, you should as well put sword away and take cultural firearm in hand too, and etc. In other words, you have to keep updating and upgrading, with new cultural weapons, regardless of, you like, what that you are upgrading to, or not. And of course, there are many whom glue to only one of these cultural weapons, or subcultures, and say I am satisfied with whatever that I can get, only by use of this culture, while he despise other cultural weapons. Here we mostly talk about those whom want to be part of their main society, and not one of its sub-society only. Cluing to one cultural weapon means separating from main society, and satisfy with only that sub-society of it. In fact, as soon as you lose your ability to upgrade to new cultural weapons of main society, you have started to lose the main society, and are in direction of becoming only part of one of its sub-societies. For example, natural aging is what that force most of people to become only part of one sub-societies, and keep out of main society. If I want to show you how necessity is to keep upgraded to new cultural weapons by an example. Maybe this example about TV fabrics is a good example. When first TV fabric has produced a LCD TV, other fabrics has found need to upgrade, and get themselves able to produce the new LCD TV, too. Because if they didn't, they would lose their customers and their share of market. Then another fabric has produced LED TV, and all other TV fabrics has started to upgrade to get themselves able to produce the new LED TV, too. Most recent TV type is 3D TV. Surely sooner or later all TV fabrics can offer 3D TV, too. In other words, upgrading to whatever concurrent is able to is a necessity to survive, otherwise we lose our customers and share of market. If we want to use this example about those whom glue themselves to just one subculture, they would be like that TV fabric which does not upgrade to get able to produce LCD TV, and say we used to produce old CRT TV and continue produce CRT TV, well he may still sell to CRT lovers, but many shops and people lose their interest in him. Dress fabrics are as well very good example and can explain some cultural points very good. For example, fashion fabrics used to design their dress in a way that they can offer at least one dress to every body type in their collection. Except that, sometimes they have to produce suddenly a popular piece of dress that another fabric has made, and has become popular. You may think why, well let customer buy that piece of dress from that fabric. But case is that they should keep their customers to their own brand. Because sometimes that small piece of dress can force customer to buy rest of her dress from that fabric too, because that fabric's own dress match better with that small piece that she has bought. Worst is that customers start to get interested in another fabric's products can end to losing that customer. Here I must mention that what I say here is only my own guess and theoretical. How practical a fashion world work, I do not know. I used to be very interested in fashion, but I was mainly interested in watching very beautiful, in shape, and hot female models. I even know many of them by name. In fact, I enjoy my own taste in girls and women, because I have one of the best taste in women. I hope you do not wonder why sometimes I come with such notice. It is first because I like hot beautiful models, know that I am interested. Second, in my entire life my torturers has forbidden me to get near to those girls whom attracted me. Therefore I keep mentioning whenever someone attract me. So, it is a sort of protest too. Another point is that, how we react toward new fashions show what is our reaction toward most important cultural events in our society, like, cultural change, or, new cultures. There are still many in the world whom live by their traditional dress, as their past people did in hundreds of years. Now by arrival of new West-type dress in their market, some of them change to new modern fashion, but some of them never change to new fashion and they keep using their traditional dress. In such society those whom does not change to new West-style dress, show by their resist, that they rather keep their own religious or national culture. Now if majority of people keep using their traditional dress, it means West new culture is not welcome there, and they all rather to keep living by their own national or religious culture. It is while those societies whom majority of them has changed their traditional dress to West-style dress, show that they are less or more away from their own religious or national culture, and they like to know new West culture. Finally, among those whom has changed from traditional dress to West-style dress, Those whom recently has changed to West-style dress has still less acceptance over every type of West fashion, while those whom has changed to West-style dress long ago do their best to keep themselves with time's mode and fashion. Many used to say, you should dress as occasion require. Case is that most of the people in world try to dress as occasion require. For example, those societies whom most of people dress, their traditional dress, occasion on that society is their own traditional or religious culture, therefore most of the people dress themselves by their traditional dress. While those societies whom has totally left their traditional dress away, and all dress like people of West, occasion on that society is not much different with the West society's occasion. Here, I finish this long introduction. The following note is what which you may think, it will never become a culture, but they say never. This long introduction was to show you why you should never say never. Because to keep your market, to keep your customers, or better said to survive, sometimes you get forced to do what you would never do. Once we used to not do many things, while today we do all those things, to keep not being less than others. Thank you for listening to me. Written by Prophet King Sayyid Muhammad Ali Meraji.
I have told it the most rude things that I shouldn't say in such important speech, but the worst is, let me now see the rest of it too. The most and the next point of progress in this case will be that there come some filming studios that girls can go there and someone having sex with her, and they film like porno movie. They film and clip and cut and put what sort of sex she can offer, how she look when you have sex with her. And as well, guys will have go and have a girl there and have sex with her and show how they make love, how they have sex, how they are in having sex, It is, these things is the next step that will get joined in some contact agencies that, because sometimes the next step is that you do not have very pretty breast, or you do not have very pretty vagina, or you do not have very pretty penis, but you are good, you are very clever in sex, you are very good in sex, and you can give a lot of pleasure, It is the next step in progress in a or sexual cultureless or changeable culture society. Today is 27th of October 2011. In relation with sexual culture, I have remembered that if you are following Western culture, or what I call no culture or cultureless, surely you follow one or more actor, actress, or what you call it, or singer or whatever else. You know, in your life, you have to see, you know, what they do with their own life, you know. The culture that you follow cannot give you, the sexual culture that you follow cannot give you anything more than what they do, you know. If they are successfully married, or if they are very successful Casanova or playboy, that is the final, that on that culture that you follow we can reach. Oh, so look at them how they live. And here come the question back to myself, that I am God prophet, and if you want to follow me, my sexual culture, what you should do. You know, first of all, I live under torture. I always lived under torture since I was 4 years old. And when you are under torture, you do not have many possibilities, you know. Oh, but the one thing that I know is that there was an enormous pressure on me to marry girls that I do not wanted. These torturers has daughters, you know, and they try to force me to marry one of their daughters. And in my sexual culture, I do whatever, but I do not marry any torturer's daughter. And as well, I do not marry anyone else, not torturer, but whom that if I marry his daughter, I have to obey my torturer and my torturer supporters or other enemies of mine. Rejection to marry these is my sexual culture by now. Otherwise, my ideal sexual culture is to marry with or come together with someone that I really love, you know. I really enjoy being with her, and she understands me. She is with me. She is not an enemy, a torturer's soldier in my house, you know. And of course, and it is, you know, as the years pass, you know, and you get more experienced and you know more words, you know. And I saw a lot of pretty girls in TV, you know, and so the girl that I want should be very beautiful, very good in shape, and as I said, very good and very witty. It is my sexual culture, but in case of yours that you want to follow West, you want to follow culture West, you want to follow our small subcultures, you should look at those who are prophet and imam of that subculture, that singer, that actor, that movie maker. You must follow them. You know, today is Oh, Thursday, and according to my torturer's calendar, Thursday is alone mother or old girl's day. So I have to include that I never marry any mother of any child either. I never marry any old girl or fat girl or whatever else unwanted. What I get must be perfect. It is what I want. What I get is what God enjoy, and God, according to how I enjoy her, change the weather, so she should be on top. She should be the best. Today is 2nd of November 2011. Today one of these torturers has said something. I was writing a letter to ask for is it possible that I live in another country and I continue get my salary here from here. And there I wrote, I am God prophet, and he said, you say you are God prophet while you sometimes see porno. Oh, it does not fit. Well, I can say first of all, I do not have any follower that I should concern what I do or can have any positive or negative influence on my followers too. Secondly, I have wrote something about sexual culture. This question of sexual culture is very important, and here I live in Danish society. I do not have any society of my own that in there I decide what should be sexual culture of that society. I live in Danish society, and I am in my practical life. It is Danish society whom has its sexual culture, and I must live according to that, like any other. And in Denmark, in every video shop, you can see a lot of porno movies. And in every kiosk that they sell magazine and so on, you can find lots of porn magazines and so on. So it is Denmark, and I live in Denmark. And in Danish society, for people like me that does not have any girlfriend or something like that, it is what Danish society offer, that you can watch how other people have sex and have fun, or at least look at naked beautiful girls in TV. It is what Danish society offered me, and I live in Denmark, and yes, sometimes I accept this offer. What else can I do? It is my life is survive, and I survive. I do whatever to survive, whatever society allowed to survive. with. And of course, my enemy read my brain. My enemy tell in the words TV what I do and what I don't. And of course, if I was wise, if I wanted to find myself followers, I should have behaved in a way that I be acceptable and respected to world as a God prophet, and to attract people to follow me. But it is not the case how I behave, because regardless how I behave, my enemy's goal is to destroy my image. And so if I try to look religious or something like that, sooner or later they make my image destroyed. Even sometimes when they cannot destroy my image by my own file, they say something I don't know, or they try to make movies that in there they destroy my image. So it does not have any practical changes. What enemy built, he built for himself. If my enemy make a good image in the world TV, TV channels and movies, it is because he need me with a good image. And if he destroy my image, it is again what he want. He want me with a destroyed image. If you build for yourself. If your enemy built for himself. I do not have access to any TV channel, to any movie or whatever else. My enemies is the only one who have access to all such things. And he torture me, he make me set up, and he say whatever he want in the TVs or whatever else from me. And I think I have told all the case, So I see porno or not, it is not important. Finally, the last thing that I wanted to say was that if some people want to follow me, well, of course, I want them to obey whatever I order them to do, whatever I command them to do. But the rest of the thing, whatever, how I live, how I, all the other things about me, it is not what I want that other people to follow me. Or, for example, this that I see sometimes porno, is it good that you do that too? No. You should think, you should see that, is it really good for you? Is it really good for society? Is it really good for your family? Is it really good for everyone, for the rest of the society, for the rest of the world? I do not want monkeys to follow me. If I wanted to have monkeys to follow me, I would have done in a way that I wanted those monkeys to do. Because they see what I do and they do that too. If I wanted to have those birds that learn to speak like mankind, and you tell them something and learn them to say something, and they say that. If I wanted to have, instead of people, those kind of birds to follow me, I would have said something that I wanted those birds to do, to say the same. But I neither want monkeys nor those birds to follow me. I want mankind with brain that can think, with brain that can decide, with brain that can clear what is good, what is not good, with brain that can clear what is my situation, what I am after when I do something. And I do not want just foolish people, to have foolish people as my follower, and I do, and I live, and whatever else in a way that I wanted them to do. I am not to fool people by my behavior. It is what that I do not want to do. I have God, and God is with me. God has made himself me. And if you want God, I want you to follow me. If you don't, do not follow me, do not waste your time. Well, I think I have said all the things that I wanted to say in this case. Thank you for listening to me.